Hello, everybody.
We are the Dice Stormers, and we are going to be playing a game called Alas for the Awful Sea, which was kickstarted by Murray and myself. Murray is actually in this book.
Solely, yes.
No. There was plenty of other people that helped, but if I can find a picture of Murray, there he is.
Aww.
Oh, wow. Nice here in person.
Alas for the Awful Sea, yes. So it is a game set in the 1800s off the coast of England, Scotland and Wales. The adventure that we're going to be playing today is not set off the coast of England, Scotland and Wales, but it is in the 1800s. And we will be venturing into the Pacific waters. But I have with me 3 salty, scurvy sea dogs in the form of Ben, Nathan and John. Ben, could you introduce us to your character, please?
My name is Captain Philip Rathmanstonson, and I'm captain of this fair vessel. I'm very bright, on the ball, well connected, but not particularly pretty or spiritual.
Speaking of this vessel that we're on, can we give it a name? Can we christen it something?
The Galapagos.
The Galapagos?
Has anyone discovered that island yet? Probably. Perhaps. Yes, I think so. I think Darwin.
Darwin would have done his thing there.
Oh gosh, we're already being flamed in the comments, I believe.
Were you with Darwin? Perhaps when you were younger?
Charles Darwin was born, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 1809. Ah, fantastic. Yes, I'm very well connected, so if Darwin's who I need to say that I know, I definitely can tell you that I do know Darwin, yes. He's a young whippersnapper that he was, is probably still alive, I suppose, since we're still in the 18...
yes, we could position ourselves basically anywhere in the 1800s.
Yes.
So
I don't think Darwin amounts to much anyway, so...
No, bit of a flash in the pan.
That's right, yes. So yes, the ship is called the Galapagos.
The Galapagos, all right.
What about its colloquial name? With the us underdogs.
Galapagos.
Do you remember Darwin's ship's name?
It was called after his dog, wasn't it? The
Beagle. Yes.
The Beagle.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for getting me there.
Extra
I'm
points.
very brainy. I do know that.
Riverdale, 3 points.
There was no way I was going to recall that without your help there, John. That was fantastic.
teamwork.
Nathan, tell us about Doug.
Hi.
What does Doug do?
Hi, my name's Doug. I like to cook.
Are you Doug from the Avengers, Doug?
No, I didn't even think about that. That'll be I should have. But Doug, by the way, us lowlifes, we don't have no Galapagos. This is whatever we call it, the fat turtle. So that's a more colloquial name.
Fat turtle.
I hope that's okay with you, Ben. That's like because we don't speak no proper speech down here. We have a little bit of fun, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we call it fat turtle. I cook food. Not well, they have no choice. So half the fun, right?
Does bring a sense of adventure to one's evening activities. You know, which hose am I going to be squirting out of? Is always
look, like to keep people thinking. You know what I mean? I don't want you to know what the meat is. That's half the surprise.
If we can't have women, at least we can have violent indigestion.
Nothing gets you through a trip faster, honestly. If you're shitting yourself, you're not waiting.
When it comes to my wife, they're remarkably similar. Yes.
Some people have tattoos of women on their arms. You have mild indigestion.
That's right. Yes.
Oh, not so mild. I really put the effort in. It goes a little bit above and beyond, Ross.
Yes.
You don't want to do things half-assed.
No.
Don't say.
When it comes to food, I go all the way. Guarantee it.
Yes. All the way through. Yes.
So does the projectile vomiting. All right, Tom.
Tell
us about Tom.
Tom Swallow, sorry. And I've been on the ocean a long time. I've seen many things.
Yep, and? And yep.
And I am a crew member of the Galapagos.
The boat, yeah, that turtle, right? Yeah.
Well, we're losing subscribers.
And
Oh, look, honestly,
what was the question again?
Yes, me, sir. You really do know
Did
how
I
to let a
mention my
sentence trail
name
off.
is Tom Sallow?
Yes, yeah, you did. No, we've been there, done that. A few times, actually.
Colourful name.
Don't ask him again. He'll tell you. I'll tell you what. You ask him the same question, he'll...
Sinewy, wiry kind of individual.
So when you're trapped on a ship with someone for a good 18, 19 months, you do get to experience every facet of their personality. And
want to kill them. You're right.
You certainly have managed to cycle all the way through all of the experiences that you can get out of one another. You are reaching your destination though, which is in a part of the Micronesia or the Central Pacific island chain.
Oh, you mean those islands?
There's a whole bunch of islands, and for some reason, Philip, you have been sent to one of them in particular.
Yes.
You've just been given coordinates, and there hasn't really been any indication. You've been given quite a large amount of stores, and there's dried fish, and there's dried fruit, and
Combing the seas, yes.
a large amount of supplies that you are to drop off at this island. And other than that, you don't really have a lot of information other than the person you are meeting is James Holbrook.
James Holbrook. Well, yes, of course I know James from his younger days.
What, you need James?
Let's see. Can you roll me your particular skill, Kingsman?
Yes. So I roll, if it's my special move, roll plus damage. That would be an 8.
Dice rolling in Alas for the Awful Sea is done on 2d6 plus your any modifiers to your skill, which can be found on your character sheet. Yes, very nice.
That's number 8. They've heard of you, and you say what they've heard. They know me as a very well-connected gentleman in London society, and they respect me, and they know the importance of my family.
And what exactly what circles do they know you in? Do they know you in professional or social or?
Well, military, obviously, is where the bulk of my reputation resides. And obviously parties and quadrilles, well known as a dancer.
Not really.
In military circles, you're known as the dancer.
Yes.
No, the name,
yes.
the dancer. People call him. He dances around issues, right?
That's right.
He does have a plus 2 to balance.
title.
I do. Good,
hear what he says when he's not there.
I'm good on the floor. Where there's a bit of French music.
Not very good
French
in the bed,
ladies,
So that does bring up an interesting point. Is the Galapagos a military vessel?
Is it no? It's a mercenary vessel on a mission for the person who hired it to us to deliver these provisions.
I think where we're going.
Privateers.
Well, we're a private organisation in this current capacity.
All right.
Okay.
Nah, I'm a cook.
Nathan, could you show us the scenery that we're...
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Introduce dramatic music.
Are you ready?
There we go.
Ooh.
And
Wide.
So
Lovely.
pretty.
so the sea is
Wet.
it's not violent, but it holds portent. Like it feels like it could change at any moment. It has that smell on the breeze that you feel like there could be change coming. The birds still circle around, which is a good sign, but there might be things coming in the distance. As you start to near your final destination, you see at the very edge of the horizon one of the many islands that you know from this area to pop up, and in your notes, Philip, it tells you to land on the eastern side of the island, as there is a break in the reef there, and you can get into the reef, behind the reef, and weigh anchor.
Excellent. Forward to the stowell, 2/3 of the reef of the sail, and sharp on the edge.
Right.
Seaman, snap to attention.
Onto it, Captain.
Aye, aye, in a jiffy, Meharis.
Right. Away.
My head will pop out of the little door going down. You'll be like, "Hey, so when are we doing lunch?"
There'll be some manoeuvring to come rightly up, and then when we're stowed away safely on the whatever harbour we find, lunch sounds excellent.
Sure. Okay, I'll put it in a picnic. I go back down under.
Nice.
Reef
Ben,
ahead, Captain.
Ben, maybe give me a balance roll to navigate the ship in.
We're frankly not depending on my skill as a captain so much as the crew.
No, it's. But you're,
I love when the captain fears that it's my job.
I got a 9, nevertheless, so I feel confident.
Ah, nice. All right. Yes, you confidently steer the ship in.
Or I shout at people so they steer the ship in confidently. Yes.
There is a grinding sound as you hit bottom, but it's just a bit of sand. And
No, we're
the
beached,
ship
aren't we?
This is why we brought the turtle, the hardest shell in the whole fleet. It's like the training wheels of the ship world.
Captain.
Yes.
I think we're beached.
Well, secure, and we can easily withdraw her on the high tide. Drop the anchor and hullabaloo.
Dropping the anchor now.
Drop the Y anchor and the X anchor and the W anchor.
Just dropping the normal anchor.
Yes. W anchor.
You are safely landed, and the crew sort of obviously they've been traveling for quite a while, so they're eager to see to put the land underneath their feet, and they all start to dive down into the hold to bring up all of the stores that is basically your cargo. And
what is it? A jungly island? What's it like?
Yeah, so it's very mangrovey and very jungly. You can see a mountain, and there appears to be a village sort of set back from the beach a little bit at one part of the beach.
And this is definitely where we want to be.
Yeah, this definitely appears to be what's going on. So
Okay.
But you don't see any sign of any settlement that's not maybe native to this realm.
That jungly?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. So
should I bring out the boats?
Yes,
Captain?
man the longboats. Make contact with find Mr. James Holbrook. So the
Is there
any
any boats that are already on the shoreline or anything? Are we kind of going into an area that's inhabited in that sense?
yeah, near this village place, you do get to see some what are those boats that have a second hull?
Outrigger, native
Outrigger kind of thing, but
Good boat.
So we basically meant to make contact with James Holbrook and deliver a large amount of provisions to him. Was what was basically the mission, when no more information was given.
yeah, you do understand that you will be taking some items back with you, but what they were and how much of them was not described to you in detail.
Lovely. Well, let's get ashore. Let's make an away party. Why don't we take you, Tom, Sallow, come with it, and Doug, we might need your culinary skills. Bring that picnic you've got stirred there. Yes, excellent boy. We'll make contact with this James.
Do we load the longboats with supplies?
Oh, supplies.
I think as long as we have lunch, and some provisions of water in case there's a scant supply of fresh water to drink, I think we should be right. We'll make contact and get this unloading happening tickety-boo.
Aye, Captain.
No, it's I, Captain. Right now, look here. Help me. Ask Tom. Tom, help me with this. Right, we grab these large, what look like picnic baskets, but like professional level. You know, like really heavy and obnoxiously large, and they're overly heavily. Yeah. And we put 3 of them on there. 2 umbrellas, a chair for the captain, and a small picnic blanket.
I love it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll row us in.
So yes, you get to the shore fairly easily. It's inside the lagoon. The water is very calm, and you can hear in the distance those birds, and you also start to smell a bit of rain on the air, and you figure it's probably going to be one of those darned tropical storms that'll come in at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can set your watch by it, sort of thing.
I hope we don't get.
I hope we don't get what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't do that. It's not good.
If only we had brought umbrellas, it might be useful. Yes.
Oh, absolutely, sir. I got 3 here. What colour do you want?
Jolly good show, Douglas. Well, we won't need them yet, but I'll have the black
just
one,
Doug.
Obviously.
Mother didn't know Douglas.
All right, come on, struggle up this sand.
Right, you are.
You get up the sand, and there appears to be a small party coming from the village. Mm-hmm. It consists of 2 men and 2 women and a small child. As they walk towards you, their grass skirts kind of rustle, and they are obviously islanders and native to the place. Mm-hmm. And they sort of stand there watching you, really. It's a little bit of an odd standoff.
Couldn't Captain Cook die?
Captain Cook set himself up as a god on a Hawaiian island. And,
I don't think he did. Didn't he just get in a skirmish? That's
where we're headed.
1799. So he's well. 17. Yeah, he's well and truly dead. Yeah. Okay.
Can I just
still rather hard than darkness at the moment? I'm thinking. Yeah.
I love that you're like looking at me like, oh God, I could do that. Absolutely. Blah blah.
It worked on the Ewoks. Yes. Tally ho! Greetings. I am Captain Philip Rasmussen, and this is my fellow party members, Tom Sallow and Douglas. To be perfectly frank, I don't know what his last name is, but anyway, Douglas. Yes. Greetings.
Good.
They
to meet you.
They wave at you. It's a very sort of the universal sign of hello.
We're a fair chunk away from each other still. Is that right?
Yeah, sort of a bit of a distance, and the male islander calls out to you in some language that you don't understand.
It's obviously not making any sense.
Can I try and understand it somehow?
Oh, no.
Something of a little bit more universal.
Not ignorant sod. In advance, if I play anything racist or ignorant on the part of my Captain Philip Rasmussen, it's not Ben's attitudes, but my characters, and I'll attempt to be non-offensive while still portraying a man of the 18th century and of his
Good luck.
That's right.
Send all complaints to Ben at.
That's right.
Dice Stormers.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to understand what they said.
Well, I feel like I've heard many languages in my time,
Right.
and I wonder whether or not this is one of those languages that I've picked up on my travels, or whether it's not. So, I think I'm looking more for a Beyond style.
Yeah, I think you're reaching into the beyond.
Yeah.
So
Slowly.
You're saying it's a
beyond.
D6, is that right? For this?
2d6 plus
2d6.
your beyond skill.
Okay.
And that's where we spread our skills.
I got a 9 all up.
Yeah,
Wow.
good. Well, that's a success. What does it say there under?
Ask 1. So, who handled this before me? Who made this? What strong emotions? What words have been said recently near this? And what has been done recently with this or to this? So I'm not sure if any of those are actually
Strong
appropriate.
emotions, I suppose. Strong
Yeah,
emotions.
maybe
or something.
emotions. Yeah.
Emotions, yeah. You feel a sense like they're a little bit scared and they're a little bit worried. Those are the two emotions that you get from them.
Captain.
Yes, Tom. Yes, Mr. Cello. Yeah.
He said yes. You can talk now.
I'm
No, it's okay. It's okay.
picking
It's
up.
okay. Yes.
I'm picking up a sense of
No need to repeat. We heard the first
concern
time.
and worry. Perhaps even a little bit of fear.
Oh, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No
what they're-
fear. Happy.
From what they're saying.
Happy.
Wow, that's- Good work there. I'm sure that'll work.
James Holbrook. Holbrook? And he starts sort of miming a ship. Holbrook and sort of... James Holbrook and sort of indicating,
Holbrook. James Holbrook.
Oh.
Holbrook.
That's me.
Oh, is it? It's a bad picture. You're much more handsome than that, sir.
Did I? Oh man, where's my thing? Yes.
Oh.
He repeats James Holbrook a couple of times, and then
Yes. Holbrook.
invites you sort of to come up the beach and come into the hut.
We seem to make a breakthrough, Tom.
Yes.
Mr. Cello.
It does seem like that.
It starts
It's
to
the most
rain.
irritating thing I've
By
ever
the way,
done. Sorry.
in the comments, let us know how you feel about Ben's
John's
character. Yeah, John's
that's
character.
right.
Yeah.
John's character. That's right. Don't tell us about that. Let's not start a discussion about my character. That would be
I'll
dangerous.
reply
Haltingly.
in the comments
You know what?
succinctly.
Regular mail is faster than John's speech. I love it.
He ain't no regular male, I'll tell you what.
Anyway, sorry, Derek, go.
You end up in the village, and you realise that it is only about 3 or 4 huts. It's its entirety. And just as you get sort of inside the hut, it starts to rain. Can we get a little bit of rain on the Sirenscape?
It looks like it's raining. Right
They invite
now.
you in, and they sit down in a kind of a sort of a formal arrangement, and there is a small bowl there that they pour a milky, not a milky, it's kind of a browny, pungent substance into, and the chieftain, if that's what he is, has a drink, and then he offers it to you, Ben.
Skull.
This is clearly in the contacting the natives handbook for captains. So I'm going to definitely partake.
Yes,
If
it's a bitter kind of awful tasting thing.
Excellent. I wake up
Ben's
in
character
11 years
dies.
and I'm wearing a glass skirt and that's right and
Yeah, 'cause you wake up in
seven wives.
Oh, can I see what it is from a distance as the cook?
Oh, as the cook.
Well, I know a thing or two about bad foods.
Do you have a skill that's based on that?
Well, it's not a skill. People have told me I'm very unskilled. I'm looking here now. I was just thinking, as the cook, I could kind of know what that is, but yeah, I can understand if I don't have the skill. That's fine.
Yeah, you haven't spent too much time in this particular part of the world, so...
But it's some kind of alcoholic drink, right?
Yeah, it's like a carver type thing, I'm presuming.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's been fermented from maybe some of the local fruits or even coconut.
So not sort of human blood or anything immediately hitting the palate. Not that I've drunk human blood, obviously. No. Maybe Tom.
Well, not with that attitude.
Does it seem like I should hand it on to my neighbours or return it to the chief?
Yeah, that seems like the best thing to do.
I take one and pass one along to Tom.
No, thank you, Captain.
Yes. Again,
I will drink the whole thing, not realizing that that's what I'm not meant to do.
Hey, that's why you got the name, right?
And then, I'm going to pass it on to Doug.
Okay. Nice.
I'll look at it.
Preventing Doug from...
And to fit in, I will pretend to drink from the cup, like this.
Okay.
I'm very good at pretending, because...
that sounds pretty good.
I don't eat my own food, that's for
your
sure.
own cooking, yeah.
Oh, no, don't touch this thing. Wouldn't touch it with 10-foot pole if I was to be dreadfully honest.
All right, so, yes, Tom, you're feeling the effects of it. Despite being awful tasting, it does have quite a decent alcoholic kick to it. You're no stranger to
I'm going to fetch
strong, right?
a button or something off my own coat. No, I'm sure I keep a pocket full of them, actually. I fetch some shiny buttons, and I hand them to the chieftain, and maybe, like, if he has like, a wife or two or something.
Yeah, sure. There's great
excitement. Shiny.
There is some excitement around this, and there's much pointing to your jacket and to their own their own clothes, and
you have seen. So eventually, the conversation moves on to the topic that I'm interested in. James Holbrook.
Me.
James Holbrook. Shippy, sailman.
Holbrook.
James?
Holbrook.
Where, James?
Holbrook.
He points to the drink. Yes, James.
He stands up and he says, James Holbrook. And motions to the door.
Okay. What do you think, Tom? No, Mr. Seller.
What do I?
No, you got to get there. Keep going.
I could have a look for you, Captain, if you
While you're there, pick up the
wish
ants,
me
right?
to. I stand up and go towards the door, unless you say don't.
Yeah, okay, that sounds all right.
Yes, he says again, James Holbrook, and sort of motions everybody to the door.
James.
Okay. Yeah, let's go, Douglas. Douglas,
What's
let's
up?
go.
Sorry.
Come on.
Do you want me to bring the gear? Do I bring
yes.
the... Okay, cool. Yeah, Tom, can you help me with the umbrella?
Yeah.
I give Tom the umbrellas, obviously, as per our normal agreement. Tom, go on, let's go.
I'll hold.
Yep, that's good. All right, let's go.
Okay, we go the way they're pointing out the door.
Yep.
Do they continue to proceed before us to indicate further travel?
They do, yes. So they take you through the village and into a small pathway that leads further into the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
And after about 15 minutes worth of walking through sort of unsteady terrain, you do come across this scene. If you want to...
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Wait for it. There it is.
Oh.
So there appears to be some sort of canal that has been constructed with these large basalt stone,
That's weird,
loggy kind of things, and
they look heavy.
They do look extremely heavy. You also notice that there is one that is sitting sort of on its side in the water that could potentially, if it was swung, would cover the entire canal there.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'll just be back in 2 seconds, sorry.
Technology seems rather advanced for this type of primitive race. I imagine this is James Holbrook's work, obviously guiding these simple people, their simple pleasures, and to quite an engineering feat here. I should wonder where this canal goes. Does it look like the freshwater river, or?
No, this looks like
just tidal.
It's tidal. And it may not do it at the current moment, but certainly when it was fully repaired, if this was closed, it would seal off the thing, presumably, as long as it goes all the way to the bottom.
James Holbrook, builty thing. Is that what's happening?
Yes. He points to it again and he says, "Non modal, and turns you a little bit towards, sort of the opposite direction to the way that particular point of view is facing, to go further into the canal system. Yeah, that one.
Is this fresh water or salt water that we're at right now?
It's definitely salt water, but
Tidal.
It's tidal, so this could be the mouth of a river.
But if it is, it's not flowing the right way for us. If it's salt water,
and it's not particularly deep either. It's maybe waist deep.
Can we kind of work out from here what its purpose is?
Give me a brains roll.
I shall.
Only 6.
No 5.
Yeah, so the purpose of it does elude you. It almost feels like a lot of this stuff is cosmetic rather than functional. Like, it feels like this is a display of power rather than an actual thing that has a use.
Yeah, okay.
Very strange. Yeah.
Pretty impressive, I'll be honest.
Shall we fetch the longboat and sally forth up it? Seem to be implying that Mr. Holbrook is somehow inland and utilizing this canal system.
What you're saying is, get boats, go up the river, say hello.
Okay. We just get our boats, okay? Boaty.
Holbrook.
Amazing white man floaty.
Holbrook.
And that's when Ben got cancelled. But
right.
Remember, this is a character.
I'd like to emphasize my character as
Yes.
Inserting warning here.
Man.
Ben's character is going based on historical accurate statements made at the time that are not relevant or correct anymore.
Oh my god.
Did you say boaty makes white man floaty?
That's right.
That is by far my favourite thing you've ever said in a game.
That's right. Can we fetch our longboat? And
we floated.
He doesn't seem to indicate that that's necessary.
We can just walk along the bank,
guiding you. Yeah, he walks along the bank, and you get to an area where there appears to be some kind of weir. Like you'll still get your feet wet and possibly your knees wet, but there is a kind of an entrance that crosses this canal type of thing. Nathan, could you move us back again to the...
Certainly can, good sire. Wait for it. I actually have to fix that. That's a programming error. I'll fix that later.
It looks sexy. Oh, wow.
So is this kind of like a fishing type thing? Like, are they trying to channel for a reason, like bringing in certain animals or plants?
it doesn't even look that. And in fact, that's a
Because this is massive undertaking.
yes.
Yeah.
This is an insane feat. You can see all of these massive basalt kind of logs there, and each one of them would weigh at least 2 longboats worth of weight, and you can't fathom how you as a sort of a civilized society would be able to move these things in such great quantities.
Yeah, it makes no sense,
Can
really.
I look under the water and see if there's more of this under the water as well?
No, but you've been around enough kind of ocean walls to have seen this sort of rock formation. They do. The cliffs kind of split off into these octagonal, not octagonal, but hexagonal. Loggy type things. So if you could find a way to break them away from the cliff, and then somehow transport them here, you assume that that's what they've done.
There's obviously been terribly lot of English help here. You know, this sort of thing just doesn't happen by magic, you know. Of course, we weren't given much information about what James was undertaking, but presumably there's some sort of force of engineers with steam power and the like, and yes.
Oldbrook. Oldbrook. And he points to the structure.
Until we talk
Well, so it's like a house. Looks like a house.
Holbrook, I guess we won't know.
Oh, thank God. Are you done? Good.
Well, let's go have a look. Let's go check this out. I mean, I'm still presuming they're leading us to Holbrook, who must be ensconced in the structure. So yes.
Now, Tom, I know you want to say something,
investigate it.
but I think it's best if you hold back and hit us all at once with your wisdom. Because, you're... Nah.
You want me to hold back
Yes, sweet God.
and
Holbrook.
give you wisdom?
On this note, I'm going to go sandwiches. I'm going to hold out sandwiches and stick one in your mouth, Tom.
Excellent.
Oh, I'll eat anything. So that sounds great.
That's good because I don't create anything you've ever had before. It's a special one, this one.
Not sure about whether is that
We
food?
were very low stocked.
I'm wondering, because we had this conversation last time, has the Earl of Sandwich been invented yet?
Oh, we did have this conversation.
I'm googling.
Oh, Jesus, we need to be factually correct.
I don't think it was on... So
Earl
he was
Sandwich.
in 1660. So yes, the
Yeah,
sandwich.
sandwich is a bloody oath of thing. That's
The
great.
sandwiches have been invented.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
That would have been embarrassing.
All right, so we head towards where these fine people are gesticulating.
The chieftain or the native person pointedly does not cross the river.
But he wants us to cross to visit James
Yes.
Holbrook,
Holbrook.
and it's quite shallow.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I'll step into the water.
Yeah, piranhas are a wonderful cleaning feature. Right, for cleaning your toes.
Yeah, I'll swim across. I'll
There's-
I'll also help Nathan with all his supplies as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, of course. Very important.
Yeah.
3 umbrellas.
So the like I said, there appears to be some kind of weir. You can see it just
Oh.
there in the corner.
Oh, man, did I stuff up there massively?
I don't think we can unless I can move the.
I can move it in. Do you want to zoom in or?
Where's the weir?
Right there on the right-hand
Right.
side of the screen is part
weir.
of the weir. So yes, scooch over to the right.
Ah!
That is a hole.
It is an hole, isn't there?
And
Oh,
yeah, there's
Oh, yeah.
there's almost some sort of steps up that you can see.
Okay.
zoom out.
And
Zoom.
hats.
Can I say, it took forever to get this enhanced feature working, but it works now, so that's fun.
So cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Can we leap over so as to not wet our feet?
No, you're going to have to get some part of your boots wet.
That's right.
Um,
We're
Oop.
manly men and enjoy to do such things.
That's
Ben,
good. Thank
are you used to not getting your feet wet? Is this something that is expected as you as a captain?
You wouldn't say so. You'd say
Okay,
when
cool.
you
I was
every
gonna
time we
offer to
longboat on
carry
shore.
you,
Yeah, that's
but-
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, you all get across. You get across to the other side. You turn around to notice that the villagers have already left.
Ooh.
Look, I'm going to be honest here. That is disappointing. You bring enough sandwiches for everyone, then they bugger off.
That's right.
Well, come on, gentlemen. I gather Holbrook is this way, so let's have a little look around. We walk around the edge of that thing. Is this a building structure? What is it?
It appears to be a wall of some kind. You don't think you can see trees like you see there. You see trees on the other side of it, so it appears to be some kind of wall structure. You don't know if it's keeping something out or keeping something in.
I don't
circumnavigate
like this place.
We circumnavigate till we
Terribly
find
much.
a gap. Is there a gap?
You go along the side of the structure there, and you come to another one of those canals, and the canal is there.
Oh.
And on the other side of the canal is another island with another structure on it. And beyond that, you can see this massive wall continuing right out to the reef. You're kind of on the southern part of the island now. You didn't notice this as you were sailing in from the east, but you do notice that whatever this construction is, it moves all the way out to the actual reef line.
It's bizarre. It's huge.
It is.
Huge amount of work.
I don't like this place very much.
Yeah, no, look, you don't need to repeat
Feels
yourself.
like a trap.
It does
Like a
seem
what?
rather strange. I
It
share your
feels-
misgivings.
Like a trap for fish.
Oh, like a trap for fish. Well, that's made me a lot more comfortable, if I was to be
Yes.
honest.
A
Oh, well, I
trap.
thought you...
For fish.
Rather large for fish and out of the water, so I'm not sure what you mean there. Mr.
Yeah.
Seller.
To channel water to trap things. It gives me a bad feeling.
Most things give you a bad feeling, including my cookie, if I was to be honest.
Can we see inside one of these structures? The one that
not
we're at, the first one?
True.
Oh, Tom, you swallow anything. I like it.
You don't
Because
see any
his
sort of
name's Swallow,
obvious-
so like... Yeah.
It's sallow, actually. But
Oh, I don't read no English. I'm not one of the smart boys.
neither do I.
You do notice that there is there is some sort of very small tunnels that go through the wall.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there doesn't appear to be any door at this juncture.
Can you
Are there
climb?
tidal marks? Like, does the water rise above these tunnels?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Doug, are you?
it's just
Are
Doug.
you able to? Are you
I
able to
didn't
climb
earn it,
up?
mister.
Climb up that wall there. It looks like there's plenty of handholds for a man
Yeah,
of
sure, yeah.
your agility. And
I'm
have a
pretty strong.
squeeze in and see what you see. Yes, see if there's a white man, well dressed and proper
Okay, I'll
in
look.
there, Mr. James.
Oh, should I call out to him?
Scoot
I
up.
see him, sir.
Scoot up, young man. Yes,
No,
definitely call
yeah,
out,
no,
yes.
go jumping up. No problem. You hold this, and I throw him the basket. Very, very heavy, by the way. Incredibly heavy, heavier than it looks. And I'll climb up the
I
mountain.
put it
I'll
down.
climb up the
put it
hill.
down as casually as possible.
And by I mean hill or mountain, I mean the actual building structure. So apologies.
Yeah.
Wait for it. That one.
Sounds like we might be acting with force.
Climbing.
Roll me a roll plus brawn.
So that is a D.
2d6 plus whatever your brawn is.
Okay, cool.
Which is +2, is it?
It is +2.
Yeah. Okay,
So that
yes,
comes
you're the
to
man do
8.
the climbing.
8.
Oh, I didn't break
Cool.
too much of a sweat.
You get to choose two of these. You take a definite hold of it or of the situation. You suffer little harm. You inflict terrible harm. You impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
I'm going
So
to
you
take
can
the
choose
first one.
Two of those. Yep.
I'm going to take the first one.
So you get a definite hold of it. You work your way up to the top.
Yeah, I get definite hold of it in terms of like looking out as well, like looking out, surveying the scene, as they say. Just like on the ship when I get sick, I go up the top to the crow's nest and throw up from there.
So you can throw up on everyone below you.
Vastly more entertaining. And then I will
Is it
take.
raining? No.
No, it's just sad disappointment from the cook up top. And I will take. What was the last one? Impress people. I'll do that.
You can't really impress your enemy.
Or you don't know. Maybe they're on the other.
Though, with his nimbleness.
They could be on the other side.
I mean, his own self-doubt is his true enemy, so perhaps he's
And
himself.
And by that I mean, when I get to the very top, I put both hands in the air and go, I made it!
Excellent.
Yeah, so you do.
What do you say? What do you say, Doug?
Oh, you guys at the moment. Over there.
Just before you get to that, as you're climbing your way up and you're putting your hand in these various cracks and crevices of this rocky wall, you do feel something give a little bit, and you pull your hand out and you notice that there's sort of a white sticky substance on your hand.
But Tom's already down there.
It feels like maybe it was a sort of a semi-solid thing, and your hand sort of punctured it, and it cracked open, and this stuff oozed out onto your hand. So yes, when you get up to the top and you go, "I made it," you sort of.
What's it taste like?
It tastes fairly.
Oh no, I'm a cook. I like to see what things are. You know what I mean? Is it tasteable?
Don't smell it first. Just eat it.
Nah, look, I'm not one of you educated people.
It has a
I
very.
love that Derek looks at me with such disappointment. It's amazing. Anyway, sorry, Derek.
Yeah. It tastes very neutral. Like, it doesn't really taste of anything. It's an odd looking substance. It's one of those things that's neither solid nor liquid, and it's also neither hot nor cold, but it looks like it could be either. You know, it's a very.
It's like
a
room
temperature mayonnaise.
So I love that you gave me a long words, but absolutely meant absolutely nothing. So it's bland.
Is it like a non-Newtonian fluid or whatever that is, where it's sort of like solid, but also.
Yeah, like you can put it between your fingers and it'll harden up, and then as soon as you stop doing that, it oozes a little bit more.
Yeah, you should eat more of it. I feel like that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it could be possible. We got to taste it twice. First time's never quite the charm.
Does it taste
What?
good? Does it
Have
taste
you
like...
found up
So
there?
Nathan, you hear somebody say, "Come down from there. You will hurt yourself again."
Oh, really? I look down at Captain Philip. It's not him, right?
It's not him. No, it's coming from the other side of the wall.
Ooh.
Do we hear that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Hey guys, just one sec. White guy down here he's talking to me. Well, at least he thinks white. I look
What?
over. Is he white?
Oh.
I'm looking for a white
Have
guy.
you found James? Shout James at him.
Okay, one second.
There appears to be some.
Sorry.
There appears to be some kind of foliage in the way. You think that they're down there underneath the tree line.
Oh, okay. Look, let me. One sec, James. One sec.
Your voice
Captain.
has become so Australian.
Oh, I know. It's amazing.
Yeah,
my voice is going all around the world.
Wait a second.
I'm going through different regions. It's brilliant. Look, Captain. So, what I think is James down here is calling me down. Should I go down and investigate further?
No. Call out to him and say, "Hello, are you James Holbrook?"
One sec. Hello. Are you down there, James Holbrook?
No,
Is that correct?
That's good, sir. Good, Mr. Doug.
Holbrook, yes, that's correct.
No, I'm not. Get down before you hurt yourself. You will. I don't want to be cutting. I don't want to be cleaning any cuts off you again.
Okay, cool. Just one sec. Captain, it's not him. I'll just. Do you know a James Holbrook? I'll yell out.
Yes. Ask him if he knows James Holbrook.
Yeah, no,
I've just asked him
that question, Captain. Bear with me.
Tall, good-looking fellow. Not unlike myself.
I don't know. The priests will know. Come down. And be careful.
Okay, look, I definitely will be careful.
This is why they invented the telephone. This is exactly the reason.
So,
Not just
Captain,
people shouting, all standing in a row shouting.
Captain, he says there's
Yes?
priests down here. They may know him. Should I go and see with the priest? Actually,
Priest?
I'll see if I can get the door. Guys, is there a door my captain can come through? This large wall, because he's not a climber, if I was to be honest.
A captain? What? Who is this person?
Oh, let me just tell you, his name's Captain. And I do absolutely 100% remember his name. His name is Captain.
It's on the screen.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me I've got this one. I've said it many a time to all my friends. You know, I'm going on the little turtle, and it has Captain.
This is worse than my character.
Captain Rosmistanen. Yes, that's it. Of course.
What? Hello.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes, tell him.
You do? I don't.
Tell him there is an entrance further along. Please continue along, and we shall meet him there.
Okay, well, let me just tell him. All right, Captain. So there is an entrance further along this wall, going up here. We will meet you, and I will jump on from the other side to make sure that they open the door and welcome you properly.
Um.
Tom, can you carry my sandwiches? I don't know if their sandwiches exist or not. And my umbrellas.
Yes, sandwiches do exist. We
Oh,
establish
good.
that.
Oh, fantastic. Game saved.
Not cucumbers.
Of course. I can carry your sandwiches.
Take care, Mr. Doug. Mr. Douglas.
Doug?
Yes.
And I just can I just disappear off the side like a whoop, like as in like I yeah.
Does he get eaten yet?
So you land on the ground to find yourself face to face with another islander. When you land, this islander is dressed in a very interesting clothing. It's a cloth and a sort of a cloth skirt, and he wears a necklace worth of shells. And he claps you on the shoulder and he says, "'Tis good to see you again, my friend. I'm glad you are here. We are running low on provisions. The priests are somewhat unhappy that we have had to cut their rations."
Oh, that's disappointing.
I know.
Who would like cut rations? You can make food out of anything. Look, and I hold up my hand that's covered in this white. Like, even stuff like this may not taste great, but definitely nutritious.
So that stuff has disappeared. You're just about to explain about this stuff, and it's gone. And
I was hoping it was guano.
Same here.
Guano or something, but oh well.
Well, let's go and meet your friends, shall we?
Oh yeah, but my friends are through here. They kind of come through the wall. Is that where we meet them?
We can meet them. There's a gate just down here. I'm sure you remember where the gate is.
Of course I do. I'm sorry. Let me. Oh, my sandwiches are on the other wall. I'm sorry. I'm used to picking them up. Let's go.
As you you're sort of pondering your hand again. You do look at your wrist, which also has a wrist bracelet of shells, and you look down at your body, and you're also wearing similar garb to this person. Also, your skin is somewhat brown and bronzed rather than the pale English weather-beaten look that it normally does.
I'm not going to lie. I'm looking good. I'm not the smartest fellow, if I was to be dreadfully honest with you right now.
You feel like you've been working out?
No, well, not. Look, I have a little bit. If I was to be honest, I have been while I've been cooking. Yeah, a little bit.
So my mum had these pamphlets, but we didn't print enough, so you know.
Oh yeah, maybe a little bit. Not too much, but you know what I mean. Like, I like to be my own man, as Doug.
So you continue on either side of the wall. You're moving in. Is that right?
Yes.
If you can hear my voice, Captain, follow me this way.
Hello. Is he sounding normal? Is he starting to speak in Islander Creole.
Am I still annoying?
I don't know if he's sounded normal the entire time. I think he switched around a little.
Your voice seems to be drifting from one place to another. Okay.
But not South African. I just want to be clear.
No, thank goodness.
As you move further down the wall, you notice that the wall starts to get more and more well built, like it's more robust, and it's definitely seems to be newer and fresher. And you eventually get a little bit further. You go around a corner and you come across the thing that we see now on Owlbear.
Ooh.
Magically make it happen.
Did you know the Owlbear Radio guys are Australian? And I met them at PAX.
Oh,
and
nice.
they're really lovely.
No, Ben, you didn't. I didn't tell me. I love it.
It's really cool.
Okay. Make that a bit wider so that we get the whole. Yeah. So
Enhance.
So it doesn't look as beaten up as this. The steps there are very nicely filled in, and you know, a lot of the foliage and the overgrownness is not there either. It looks pretty brand new.
We walk up to this door expecting to see Doug, or at least I do, expecting to see Doug appear. Does he appear?
He does. Doug appears, but he doesn't look like Doug, but you definitely recognize him as Doug.
My God, man! What's by all that's holy and what's happened to you?
Oh, nothing too much. Just walked up here. Said hello to my mate here. What's his name? Good fellow.
Some strange transformation, Tom. What do you make of that?
What do you mean?
Make of what?
He's gone over all native-like. What's with the skirt? Where are your clothes? Where's your uniform, Mr. Doug?
Well, when in Rome, they say, right?
Doug, you notice that that Tom and the captain are also dressed in the kind of the ceremonial garb that you were in.
I point at the captain.
Different.
I point at the captain and go, oh, look. Seems like we've all had a change of clothing. I don't remember doing it. Maybe I hit my head on the way down.
Me. I have a slight panic attack and reel around.
Oh, is that the sound?
What are you worried about?
What do you mean, Tom? Has my skin changed colour as well?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is horrifying. What's happened to my skin? It has lost its balmy pink paleness and taken on a dark hue.
Paleness.
Wow, there we go.
Balmy. That is such a great term for it.
Jeez.
Balmy.
The person who you're with says, all right, so I'm really glad that you guys are all here. We're looking forward to having a feast tonight. If you'd like to come with me, we can start to get everything prepared. And,
I'm glad I brought enough sandwiches. Are the sandwiches there?
Yes, they
Don't tell
are.
me the sandwiches have transferred into something. Okay.
Oh,
good. Something good or edible.
There was.
Oh, Tom, you know I pack a few extras for you. We call them walking sandwiches, don't we?
That's right.
Now listen here. I'm not sure we want to get involved with any of this strange shenanigans. This island is frankly freaking me out a little bit.
Captain, you seem, I don't know, upset about something.
Upset about something? My skin has changed color and my clothes have been wrenched away from me without my knowledge, explanation, or permission.
Oh, from what I heard about you, that's happened. That's happened at least once or twice before, right?
I'll be writing a letter to the authorities about this, so it didn't come on no mission to get out here immediately, Mr. Douglas.
As you were rambling on there is a grinding and a crunching sound as a door swings behind you and closes you into this.
What? We never entered. We were standing outside.
Yeah, we didn't talk about which order the party was walking into the room. And we didn't
so you'd very much like us to be inside, is that what you're saying?
I assumed you were because you were talking to Doug and his friend who were
in my
inside.
Imagination, we'd both appeared by walking along the wall and then he appeared in the gap and I noticed he was strangely garbed and I was shocked and horrified and then rethought.
You don't even remember stepping across the threshold, but all of a sudden you find yourself inside.
Excellent.
Wow. I love that there's railroading and then there's like just push
Door
him.
That's
So,
right, the door raiding. Oof.
Excellent. I'm totally happy with that. If that helps you to progress the story,
I
not a
think
problem.
so.
I believe it would.
We'll do that.
yeah, if we don't do that, it's going to make it very hard.
I'm searching for a massive stone door for you.
We might take a little break there as we start
Excellent.
to enter the ruins in earnest, and we shall pick it up next time we meet.
It's not so much a stone door as a stoned door. Apparently, we're in contact with some sort of hallucinogens.
Yeah.
So they're really hungry. The door's got the
Yeah,
munchies.
right.
Oh,
We all
Really?
drank that drink. Well, except for Nathan. But,
oh, there.
Oh, you've got
Well,
a grinding.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
quite a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Frankly, but
That's
anyway,
quite.
yes.
Can I just say that's quite the little? It's quite the quiet door.
There we
Oh my
go.
goodness, that one. It went
All
from.
right.
oh.
As the door shuts, we end this session, and we will see you all next time on
That-
the Venice of the Pacific.
Yay!
Hang on.
Dun, dun.
Da-da-da-da. All right, be right back.
Go.